Kevin Hart just pissed off black people
I ain't
again
even watched
and
the interview
reignited
yet.
their hate mob against them.
I ain't
Now,
watched
his
it yet.
response, I personally don't have a problem with. I just don't think
Okay.
it was smart at all to do. He
Right.
came on specifically to respond back to the recent backlash.
Yeah, I seen an interview. I ain't click on it though, but I seen it. I seen the post. You feel me? I seen the post, and I seen it was 17 minutes long. So I'm like, okay, he probably just came on there just to address that.
Because George Floyd family has made it pretty clear they not rocking with Kevin at all. And
Right.
they made it clear during an interview with Lauren LaRosa when they brought up the Kevin Hart roast and they brought up how
why they
Tony
get mad at
Hinchcliffe
him, though? He ain't-
during this roast as well as other roasts disrespected George Floyd, made fun of George Floyd, made George Floyd a subject of discussion when, you know, George Floyd was not in the room, and a roast is supposed to be a roast of the people in the room. Now, he made this clear while talking to Lauren LaRosa, and George Floyd family also did an interview with TMZ.
Thank you for joining me. I feel like we always have to have conversations around these things. So, you know, I apologize for that. But yeah, I think, you know, sometimes the conversations are needed for people to hear from you guys as George Floyd's family firsthand.
Why they so? The first thing I'm gonna say though is like, why they so mad at Kevin Hart? But I get it's his event, but he didn't tell the damn joke. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it's his event, but like, I think it's like still Netflix's event. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he has the power that it might look like or seem like he got to just stand up and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, but I would be more mad at the comedian that told the joke than the nigga that, you know?
I know you had saw some of the
Maybe
comments
I'm tripping,
that
though.
we
We
made at the
gonna
Breakfast
find out.
Club in response to Tony Hinchcliffe and the George Floyd joke that was, you know, said at the Kevin Hart roast.
You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
And you wanted to kind of talk a bit about that. So just let me know, number one, did you watch the roast just as a Kevin Hart fan, or like, did you hear about it afterward?
I heard about it afterwards, and I understand a roast. Let me just clarify that. I understand a roast,
Right?
And well, from what I understand about a roast is about what you joke about that person specifically. So the reason why I felt kind of
it's not that person. It's mostly about that person, but it's also other people in the room, other comedians, you know, other celebrities. Cool. My where I always drew the line was a person that's no longer here on this earth. I'm not gonna speak about somebody's dead anything. You feel me? Like, unless I'm completely out of character, like you made me like super duper mad. But I never really did that though. I've never got mad to the point where I was like, F your dead grandma, nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never, or even told a joke. Like,
uneasy is because I was trying to figure out what did that have to do. What kind of punchline was that?
Listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues, you should hear this. Recently, a jury just ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They know that their apps can cause anxiety, depression, or body image issues, but they never shared those risks with us. They never made us sign anything that we knew the risk. They just maximized their profits. And the recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. But you better not worry. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm that they have caused. Click the link in my bio to take a very short questionnaire quiz because you might be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000.
Y'all heard me co-sign those sentiments when I made my video on the joke. I just thought, like, how many more opportunities do black folks have to give Tony Hinchcliffe to disrespect us? George Floyd was not in the room. It was a roast of people in the room. He brought up George Floyd because he knew what he was doing. He has brought up George Floyd in every other roast he has done.
Damn, for
and
real?
That's something the family has also touched on. This man keeps on bringing up George Floyd to disrespect him.
Yeah, it's just
he has this weird
disrespectful,
obsession with George Floyd, and And quite frankly, I think the weird obsession comes because he understands that it's going to piss off black people.
That's all
and
it
that's
is.
his aim when he does these things.
That's
He
all
wants
it
to
is.
piss off black people.
Yeah.
You know, he can't
You can
thrive
tell,
without
though.
us. He wants our reaction. And yeah, you know,
Well,
this
the
time
reason
it
is
worked brilliantly. All right. We are calling it out because, you know, at what point is enough is enough? So the brother does speak on that. He does touch on how Tony Hinchcliffe made a George Floyd joke during the Tom Brady roast.
You know, and
Damn.
you know,
So he
and
just, I ain't know he just keep bringing up
from
George
my
Floyd,
point
though.
of view
What
is
the hell?
comedy. A roast is a roast is without that one person. Comedy is to make people, you know, laugh and enjoy themselves. It's not supposed to be where you
Bringing up
feel
dead
some type
people.
of way after you leave the room. You're supposed to leave with healing and happiness, you know, and that wasn't the case. And I'm speaking from my point of view about my brother and from my family, but I'm even gonna go as far as the other topics with Bill Cosby. Those are other people's
True.
issues, and you don't know what kind of trauma
I feel
and
that.
tragedy
I feel that,
family
shorty.
was going through. So
I feel
stick
it.
to just who you supposed to be roasting.
I feel that, OG.
That's just my feeling on it.
And you know, in us covering this, I started to kind of like research because when I first saw the statement, there was a line about the rep who spoke out for Gianna and the George Floyd organization that said something about you guys as the family mentioning his obsession with your brother with George Floyd. So it made
Right.
me, you know, in the room, Just Hilarious asked like, well, was this the first time that he mentioned something? And I went back and I realized that he had gotten some pushback back in 2024 when he joked about George Floyd or made a reference to George Floyd during the Tom Brady roast.
Look
Damn,
like the
that was
final
2024?
boss in George Floyd, the video game.
But with it being the second time, do you feel like it's even more of a disrespect?
Hell
or
yeah.
like, does that kind of compile onto things for you?
Cause the first time as a comedian, you probably gonna push the line sometime, shorty. You see what I'm saying? So you say something crazy one time, and I say, hey, bruh, I don't like that, nigga. I think that was disrespectful, nigga. You feel me? And then it's like 2 years later, a year and a half later, whatever it is, and you take it upon yourself to do it again? Like, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. You took it upon yourself to do it again the next year. On the same on the same app, doing the same shit, basically just another roast of another person. Like, what's up with you, gang? What? Your great uncle was the nigga that killed him or something, and you mad he in jail? That's what, like, it seemed like it's something weird like that. Like,
I would
don't
say
know,
it's
bro. Like, that
totally
shit weird as
disrespectful.
hell. Why you keep
It's
talking
totally
about dead people?
disrespectful, but
I
That's
think the
weird.
brother did a great job at articulating what the general consensus is and critique
Yeah.
on the roast and Tony Hinchcliffe
From
bringing
Gray.
up George Floyd during the roast. Now, Kevin Hart came on a Breakfast Club, and I'll be real, Kevin Hart didn't handle this great at all, not one bit. Now, you kind of understand his response and understand his frustration of, hey, I didn't make the joke. Why y'all mad at me?
Yeah, the George Floyd joke, it wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast, if you're watching the roast, you get why they're doing it. You get why the racial humor is on the table. Like, it's not, I wasn't shocked. Like, that's what they do. Go look at the Tom Brady one. Like, that's what they do. It happens every year when they do a roast. It's not new. This isn't it's not a new agenda.
I don't have a problem with me personally, I don't have no problem with a racist joke. If I got a white homie or a white comedian get up there and he say, yeah, whatever, dude, go get a fried chicken, your bucket of fried chicken and your watermelon, I'm gonna think that's funny. You know what I'm saying? If a black dude go up there and say some racist joke about white people or something like that, I think it's funny. Like, I'm a taking joke nigga. Like, I'm the nigga that take the jokes. Like, throw the jokes on me. I'll be dodging that motherfucker. Yeah. But don't bring up nobody dead, bro. Especially somebody dead. Like, don't joke about Martin Luther King. Don't joke about Malcolm X. Don't joke about Jesus. Don't joke about motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, though? And we ain't gonna joke about Charlie Kirk. We shouldn't be joking. Nobody. I don't give it. It ain't even about race for real. Like, this shit could have been a white dude. He could have been talking about a white dude. It's like, bro, why don't talk about nobody dead like that, bro? That person is gone, gang. He got real family and friends that miss him all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that George Floyd died, and that started such a big movement, and that was like, it was just such a symbolic, pivotal time in modern black history, gang. And for you to use that and make it even worse. But I don't give a fuck if it was a homeless man on the street. Like, don't bring up nobody dead, bro.
It's not a new approach to comedy.
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yes, I mean, that's why you're there. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to, because we're being honest. People are talking about that joke. Talk about his set. Tony Hinchcliffe arguably had the best set.
People did not like this at all. Now, if he honestly feels this way, it's his right to say it. Me personally, I did not think that Tony Hinchcliffe had the best set at all. I think that Chelsea Handler, his op, had a better set than him. I think Lizzo, now hers was underrated. Now again, I wouldn't go as far as say she was better than Tony Hinchcliffe, but hers was underrated. The black guy who roasted Kevin Hart, I don't know his name. He to me had a better set than Tony Hinchcliffe. But Kevin Hart obviously has no problem with what Tony Hinchcliffe did. We now know, by the way, that like Kevin Hart and the producers actually got a chance to hear all the jokes beforehand. So Kevin Hart got a chance to hear the Tony Hinchcliffe George Floyd joke, and he approved it, right? He had no problem with it being in there. Now, if Kevin Hart would have came and stood on business, cool. But he flip-flopped too much for me during his interview.
Yeah.
Started off with, man, Tony Hinchcliffe had the best set is comedy, get over it, to why y'all blaming me? I don't like it either. I think it's BS. I think it's it.
And that's all he had to say, bro. Like, I know he a comedian, so he looking at it completely different. Because he's a comedian. So they all kind of got to try shit and shit that might not work or shit that might take some people back or whatever, or have some people might have dark humor and just do this or do that. So I kind of figured that he gonna like take it lightly than like what the public would, gang. I just don't understand why I gotta be disrespectful. Now I ain't, nigga. I'm not fucking. I'm not a politician, so I'm not the nigga that's just gonna be policing that shit. And I hate Kevin Hart and I hate these people. Like, no, I just think it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I just think it was wrong. And I think if it was anybody dead, somebody grandpa, somebody cousin, somebody auntie, somebody uncle, George Floyd, fucking Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, anybody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, I think it would have been bogus. And I think Kevin Hart, all he had to do was say, all he had to do was say that, you know what I'm saying? All he had to do was really say that, because I know he wouldn't have liked, because Kevin Hart mom passed. I know he wouldn't have liked it if somebody went on that stage and joked about his mom that passed, or his dad that passed, or his loved one, or his cousin, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? If it was him, he'd feel different. And I know how to put myself in another nigga's shoes, so.
He even said, he called like Steven Jackson, which is like George Floyd homie and really close to George Floyd family, right after the set before it even went public, to apologize to Steven Jackson, say, hey, bro, man, listen, man, it was a roast. It got out of hand, bro. I couldn't do nothing. So if you didn't feel this was a problem, then why did you call Steven Jackson immediately afterwards, right? And the most annoying part of it all is Kevin Hart acting like he had no power whatsoever, that he was powerless, and he couldn't have done anything to remedify this situation.
Would I tell those jokes?
He was powerless. I think he was powerless. I think when it gets to shit like that, bro, I think when you get as big as Kevin Hart, I honestly think that nigga, I don't think he has power like y'all think he do in a logical sense. I think it's bigger. I think it's way deeper than that. I think it's somebody pulling the strings above. You know what I'm saying? I think it's hey, tell this joke. We don't give a fuck about what he says. If he says something, we gonna ruin his whole life type shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just like a damn near like a humiliation ritual. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I think I wouldn't be surprised if somebody told Tony Hinchcliffe, if that's his name. I don't even know. Like, I don't know. I guess he's a comedian, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody from the higher ups of Netflix, some racist motherfucker that don't like niggas, told him to say that as a joke. So I don't think Kevin Hart has as much power as y'all. Just like you could be at work and somebody could do something crazy, but it's like the supervisor could have said something, but if the supervisor say something, then the manager might fire him and expose his secret. And if that happened, then you know what I'm saying? So man.
No.
Shit.
But do I get why they're being told? Yes. Like, I'm not looking at Pete crazy. I'm not looking at Tony crazy. Like, that's what I know what you're going to do. I know your style of comedy.
Did you see the interview that I did with Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother?
No.
So he said,
no shot to you.
No, they expected you to kind of be the person that would like stop it right in the moment or just not allow for certain things to happen.
And he also said he wanted you to come harder. He said if they're going to joke, why you ain't come harder with your own jokes?
All right.
Racist jokes, I guess.
This is actually a good thing to give a rebuttal to.
Perfect example. I bet you won't nobody go in there and tell no Hitler Jewish jokes. I bet you they won't do that. I don't give a fuck what kind of comedian they are. I bet you they won't do that. I bet you they won't joke about the white kids that got killed in all them school shootings. I bet you they won't get on there and joke about it. It's a lot of shit I bet you they won't get on there and joke about. But they'll joke about a nigga. I just wanna put that out there. Show me the clip where some big thing like that, some famous, popular white comedian, show me when he came on there and joked about something like that. And mind you, I don't think they should be able to joke about that shit either, but I find it real funny how they be able to joke about the niggas. That's just my observation.
They talked about my dead mom and my dead dad. Said that they were running a train on my mom. It was hilarious, right?
It was
that was crazy.
They said that?
Regina killed that.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
The jokes about Kevin was on a slave ship in a bottle with like the ship in the bottle. Like, I'm going to appreciate humor. I don't get affected by the attempt of humor. I get it, right? In this case, like, do more. It's my production. We're live. The more is what? Like, what is it that you expect me? You want me to take a live production and stand up and fight Tony or have a reaction? Like, Tony told a joke. It wasn't a tasteful joke to us. We didn't like it. Okay. Hey, man, that joke. We move on. I don't understand why we stand on a hill and it becomes like this big thing of like, oh, man, they do this and they're attacking the culture. It doesn't have to be that. It literally is either you're a fan of this level of content or you're not. And if you're not a fan, then you don't watch it. So
Kevin Hart.
That's the stupid ass take because, nigga, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna say before I click on the Netflix roast. I don't know that. So if I'm clicking on the Netflix roast and I'm sitting here watching it, I fell asleep on the roast, so I didn't. I was like half paying attention, so I don't even remember him saying nothing about that live until like I seen the clips and shit. But I don't think it's that deep. He said like that don't make no. I don't know that shit didn't make no sense. He said if you don't like it, don't watch it. But nigga, I was watching it and then it just happened and then I didn't like it. Or I was just on Twitter or whatever you was on and you seen a clip and you just didn't like it. You didn't agree with it. And if you don't like it or you don't agree with it, you have every right to make a post about it. You have every right to comment on it. There's comment sections on all these social media platforms. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like...
Hart was not helpless, right? Even if Kevin Hart is saying, we're going to stand up and stop it. Okay, cool, right? That's too much, right? You had a mic.
Yeah.
You had your time to come on afterwards. You had the last words on the show. You couldn't use your voice as a comedian to counter the hate?
Nope, he couldn't because
you couldn't go at Tony Hinchcliffe on the mic? If these people are getting every opportunity to verbally abuse us and be nasty towards us and put hate towards our way, then why can't one of us take that mic and go at them?
Because we don't have the power.
And go at Tony Hinchcliffe and go at Shane Gillis.
You know why? Because we don't have the power. Because as soon as they don't like you no more, they will fuck your life up. They will make lies about you. These are the same people that own Netflix. They own the news channels. They own the social media channels. They own the fucking They own what's get posted, what doesn't get posted, what gets deleted, what doesn't get deleted, what you can comment, what you can't comment. They own all of that. We don't. We don't own shit. So that's why my fucking eyes burning like a bitch. But that's why we can't do it. Because when we do it, we get kicked off of shit. When they do it, it's funny.
And speak up for us. Cheryl Underwood attempted to do so, but she's a woman at the end of the day, man. Right?
Oh, what she
like,
said?
as a comedian, she probably ain't on the level of a Kevin Hart.
Hell
so
no.
if we look at you as one of us, yo, why you ain't hit that mic and go to war for us? It don't gotta be hostile or no. You could have just went at him how he went at us. We didn't see you do it at all.
I would have been cool with just saying, man, I don't agree with that joke. Rest in peace to George Floyd, and condolences to his family.
Now, when Kevin Hart gives this new standard for how we should operate in life, right? If you don't like it, don't watch it and ignore it. Imagine if we had that standard for everything in life. You know Chud the Builder? Chud is going around calling random black people the N-word and victimizing them in person.
Yeah, just ignore it.
If the standard was, why critique something you don't like? Just don't watch it. So black folks should have been quiet, not watch the content, and have Chud and his racist fans and his audience like denigrate black people, attack black people, victimize black people, and get wealthy off of victimizing black people. And black people should have kept quiet, not critique it, and just go about our business because he's not victimizing us because we don't live in Clarksville. Imagine if that standard was applied to everything else. Just imagine, right?
Yeah, that's a stupid
Just
ass
imagine if people who victimize kids and children now know in their heart, well, I could victimize children on the internet.
Exactly.
And people who don't like children don't watch my content anyways, and they can't critique me because that's the new rule. You can't critique things you don't agree with.
Right.
Like, clearly that's not the standard at all. And Kevin Hart is essentially asking us, hey, man, these white folks pay me to put on this roast, bro. Why y'all making it hot, bro? Why y'all coming online and being vocal about how much y'all hate it, bro? Chill, man.
Right.
Chill. That's what he's asking us to do. Now, some people might think that he's spitting. I think he's full of ish. I think Kevin Hart could have delivered this message a little better.
My last note for all attached to this is very simple, okay? Whatever the headlines or whatever the dialogue is, my rebuttal is simplicity. Remove me from it. I didn't say it. If you are upset that the night went on, that's a different conversation. It's nothing I can do. It's a production. It's a live production. I'm not compromising the live production for a reaction of what? What do you want me to do? I'm going to drag him off? You want me to fight afterwards? You want me to turn it into, like, what? That's not what I agreed to do. That's not the job at hand. The job at hand was to produce a successful roast, which I did. I also got the rebuttal. I also got to say at the end. What are we dealing with here? I'll say it again. Stop talking as if I said it. Mm-hmm. So when you say the family and the family's affected, I didn't disrespect the family. Showed up for the family when it happened. Made sure that the family felt supported. Made sure that all things there were actually cool.
I agree with that.
Behind the scenes, just as an example, you know the one person that I talked to, and I'm not even going to tell you the conversation, Stephen Jackson.
Oh, I know he caught that.
That's because that's my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, Stack, let me just call you, man, so I can explain to you like the world of the roast, X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. We talked. I get it, Kev. We had a great conversation. But that's what I mean when I say, hey, man, let me call the one person after. And that's before whatever you're talking about. Mm-hmm. That's immediate. Mm-hmm. Stack, hey, Tony threw one out there. It's this and this, but you do know that that's what this is a roast. But I just want you to know from my side, that man is on his own.
You ain't lead with that, Kev. You should lead with that the whole time.
Because I don't need to.
People just want to know you care.
I don't need to prove to people that I give a No, I don't.
Just this time. This one time.
No.
Yes, this one.
No. If you open that door, then that's the door that people expect all the time. Why the f*** do I need to do that?
I think it's because of how much the George Floyd situation affected so many people. Right. I think I get what you're saying and how you stand on your business, and I respect you for that.
I'm not standing on my business.
Another backtrack. You see, the backtracking makes me so annoyed.
Yeah.
Nah,
like
bro, I don't gotta do that. I'm not doing that ever. No. I'm not stating on business. No, I didn't say state on business. All right, man. But y'all let me know. People is really upset at Kevin Hart. They're on social media in droves, calling him all type of names, calling him all type of sellouts. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you guys?
I don't be giving no fuck for real because I know how this shit go. I just like once you like wake up to really like how this shit go, you just watch the videos and then you just like the videos, the roasts, the comedy shows, whatever. You just watch it, you take it in, you consume it, and you just watch it. It's like watching it from a different lens. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not surprised, but I'm not about to be in my crib like in an uproar about some shit that I already know. You know what I'm saying? And shit, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But everybody different. I'm not finna be in the comment section overly mad. I'm not about to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at life like that. I try to help as many people as I can. Then my job is to take care of my family. Like my job ain't to save everybody. My job ain't to stand up for everybody. My job ain't to, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about shit. I'm not about to be mad and going and creating movements. And that's not my role. That's not on my heart to do. You know what I'm saying? I can make a difference other ways in life. So that's just how I feel about that shit. And I'm just, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I see right through this shit like a glass window. You know what I'm saying? I see right through it. And yeah, so am I surprised that he said it? No. Am I surprised that they have it on air? No. I guarantee you one thing, if they would have joked about some Jewish motherfuckers or something like that, they would have took their whole shit. They would have deleted that whole fucking, you know what I'm saying? Even if it wasn't disrespectful. And I wish black people was like that though. You know what I'm saying? But we not together enough like that. Cause one thing I love about Jewish people is they not going to let you fucking talk shit about them. They have put themselves in a position of power and they did some of the smartest shit you could do. And I really can't hate on the shit they did. No, we own that. You're not about to. It's like you're not a nigga. Nobody's about to come. A stranger's not about to come in your house with muddy shoes on and put his feet on the couch. No. I own this. My house, nigga. You ain't about to do that. That's how they look at shit. You ain't about to come in here, somebody, a foreigner, somebody who not my family member, not my, you know what I'm saying, not my loved ones. You ain't finna come in here with shoes on and just feel like you could just go to the bathroom. You ain't even asked, hey bro, can I use your bathroom? Nigga, I don't know you like that. Don't be coming to my house. Like, that's how I look at it. And that's why I fuck with Jewish people. Muslims too. But nigga, fuck with a Muslim if fuck you want to. And take your ass out to them Muslim countries, see them down, fuck you up. Delete your shit. Take your bank. I'm telling you, man.